Welcome to Get Her Out number 3. Here I'm going to show some of the my implements of destruction that I use, and the choice is varied and many, but I'll make this short and show you a couple of items as far as setup is concerned, etc. This particular sub has 3 Allen screws. They look like about 1/4 inch. However, I need to get one out to be able to check exactly what the thread is, and I'm going to attempt to do that by drilling it out and using a parallel unit, and then from there, if that doesn't work, then I'll continuously drill it out till I get to the point where I can pick the thread out. So the best way, of course, is to set it up in a steady set. It can be in a drill press or in a jig and with a magnetic drill, or like I do it whenever I can bring the item to the mill. I use the mill. The first thing I do is look to line it up so that I'm going to be as direct as I can into the when I'm drilling it and trying to get it out. So I've set this up, and then what I've done is I've picked a drill bit that fits neatly in the hole of the top of the Allen screw in this case, and I've rotated until I've lined up the drill in the chuck and the drill in that thing to be parallel with each other in this direction, and then I've locked the vise up, and that's the first step. Then from there I will attempt to drill it out using this rigid screw extractor set number 10. Now that may come also as a blue point. They're sold as under different badges, but the originals are rigid. And this is a set of 5, beginning with the smaller number 1. They come with a drill. Each one has its own drill, so that it's suited, and these are imperial drills, and they go up from 1/8, 5/32, 3/16, etc. These parallel units, this set also has different size bushes, and this one is a 32nd drill to 3/16, number 1521. We won't dwell on that too much. And then each one of these parallel units has its own nut, and what you do is you drill the hole to suit that extractor. You then drive the extractor in, and you put the nut on it, and then you use a spanner and you attempt to wind it out. In many cases this doesn't work, simply because the thing may be frozen too much. So if that doesn't work and you've got to the optimum size you can get to, and I try to get as close as I can to the major diameter of the stud, then you just have to continue with other methods to get the screw out. Occasionally these will break off, and when they do, then you have to go to other methods to get it out in order to get the other thing out. And occasionally I find these broken off, but these are much better than spiral ones, because if they get stuck very hard and you can't get the bolt out, you can, by working them backwards and forwards, chew the hole out and remove this without damaging it. I try only to introduce them to about that depth, which means if I do break one off, I've still got a chance of getting it out without far too much effort. But then again, it's horses for courses. Every single bolt that I remove has to go through the trial and error until we get it out. So that's the kit. The other items that I use, if I need to get a centre, is this interchangeable tip pilot drill or centre drill. That's a good tool to get a centre. And then also, if the regular high-speed drills won't drill it, then I use the carbide 4-flute and use them as a drill, or a carbide drill. It can be also a carbide drill. Or another item is called the disintegrator. That's a 2-flute, sometimes we use. This disintegrator is actually a parallel drill with, and that can drill out very, very hard material, taps, etc. Many of the stuff that I deal with, the stainless steels and steels that are used in the oil and gas industry, are very hard, and they take a lot of patience and good equipment. I'll set up, I'll do one, and then I'll come back and we'll make another video of the next one.